I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Tuesday, November the 3rd. Election filing continues in Arkansas. It's election day in some other states in the country with some interesting races that we'll follow up on tomorrow. Today at 7 o'clock tonight, the Little Rock City Board is going to have a special meeting at the Clinton Presidential Library to hear from the State Highway Department on its $600 million Interstate 30 Expansion plan. It's become highly controversial. We're learning that behind the scenes, the Highway Department is pushing hard to stay with the plan as it's written. They've lined up some important support among some black legislative delegations, but the pushback in Little Rock is extremely hard, particularly because it looks like the Highway Department, according to several analysts, have overstated the benefits of this project relative to what the costs are, both in disruption to the city, traffic disruption, air pollution, and other matters. Lots more to come on that. Filing continues. We're still waiting to see if races develop for the Arkansas Supreme Court. So far, the two announced candidates, Courtney Goodson and Sean Womack, both remain unopposed. Good story today on the Arkansas blog. We've learned, and through an FOI request, the State Game and Fish Commission, that State Representative Mary Bentley of Perryville, a Republican, got pretty tough with a state game and fish officer who came to her house because her husband was being investigated for breaking rules in the Ouachita National Forest, baiting for wildlife and use of ATVs. She let the game and fish officer know in no uncertain terms that she perhaps could make their life difficult at Game and Fish on funding matters, kind of threat that lawmakers are not supposed to make. We believe that some of this conversation may be on videotape, but the matter remains under investigation. She's going to have some questions to answer. So far, she's been avoiding doing it. A small plane crashed on M.L. King Boulevard in Fayetteville today after it developed engine trouble. It was piloted by Bill Simon, the former CEO of Walmart stores. The three people on the plane escaped serious injury. It came down with the help of a parachute. We've got video of that, by the way, from a reader who provided to us on our Arkansas blog. We learned today that an England police officer who said he'd been shot in an encounter with a motorist he'd chased the other day actually shot himself for reasons not entirely clear. David Ramsey has more good reporting on the Arkansas blog on how the governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson, and others have overstated some unfirm findings on fraud in the Medicaid program. This has been put out there to help get some of the things they want in the legislation, but they're badly overstating the fraud case. Good news for the state on tax revenues, maybe not for taxpayers. Revenue continues to be up. The state has a growing surplus so far this year. Dan Greenberg, a former state representative who sued a Benton newspaper in Saline County over some editorials written about him when he ran in 2010 against Senator Jeremy Hutchinson, has lost his libel suit. It was dismissed. A summary judgment was issued. They agreed with the defendants that even if the statements were inaccurate, which they didn't agree with, that he was a public figure and they had to prove that they'd said things knowingly false. Mike Huckabee's getting a little attention in Iowa, not of the good kind. He went on a pheasant hunt with a local Republican representative up there. Some people say the film makes it look like this was a setup, a canned hunt with somebody who threw a bird out for him to shoot from just a few feet away. They say not. We've got the video. You can decide for yourself. And here's a piece of good news for somebody anyway. Washington Lee University honored Warren Stevens, a Little Rock financier, and his family because they gave $25 million to the school's fundraising effort. He led a $500 million fundraising drive. They've named a sidewalk in the school's historic colonnade after Warren Stevens, our local financier. He and I share the university. They're not going to name anything there after me except perhaps the beer hall where I spent a lot of time in college. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back tomorrow.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR, we are Little Rock's team and Little Rock's University.